back to another episode of Open Book with Cece. It's me, your girl Cece, of course. And this week, I got my guy, Commander, in the building from 22.3 Takeover Vegas Radio. Go ahead and tell them about yourself, what you do, all that good jazz.
Well, first of all, I would like to say that I'm Bruce Commander Garrett.
Yes.
And Garrett, in real short, our family was the first African Americans in the United States to own a black-owned station.
Okay, DJ Bad Girl was telling me about that. I said, I
Yeah.
need him to talk about that. So yes, let us know, where was that at?
So that was in Huntsville, Alabama,
Okay.
and that's how I come up with Commander, because my first DJ name was Teen Thriller. I was 14 years old.
Okay.
And I told the program director who was running it for the family at the time, I said, man, I don't want that name because it's going to run out. I'm not going to look being old. And then NASA moved into Huntsville. That's why it's called the Space and Rocket Center.
Oh.
And, that's where they make all the spaceships and stuff that has been in space are located in Huntsville.
Oh, okay.
So I grew up around that whole technical world.
Yeah.
And then, so I changed my name to Spaceman. And then after I got through the college, I went to Alabama A&M University, and I thought about, you know what? I want control of my life, so I'm gonna call myself Commander.
Okay, there you go.
And that's how the elevate. But I've been blessed. We was I'm an original. We grew up in broadcast. I was out of the family of five of us. I was the one who swore I would not be in radio. Everybody else did it.
That's always how it works.
And I wind up being in this is all I've done all my life.
Okay.
Yeah.
My family's actually from Millport in Tuscaloosa. So
No kidding.
yeah, so that's crazy.
Yeah, that's one where Lionel
Yeah.
one of the histories about that, I mean, Lionel, we laugh about it all the time. Lionel Richie just gave so much. You shouldn't want to talk. Because, they were the Commodore. They was in Tuskegee.
Yeah.
I was in Huntsville.
Okay.
And I remember I was managing a band called Alpaca, and they were down in Tuskegee in the Montgomery area, study playing, Machine Gun.
Yeah.
And Motown came to Huntsville and told the band I would. They go like, oh no, we get a better deal with more money. I said, man, you go to Motown, you be famous. So they said, okay. They went down to Tuskegee. They made Brick House, and they never looked back. Am I right or wrong?
I wouldn't either. I ain't gonna lie.
That's the life I knew. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
So it's been a good journey. I'm grateful for God for it.
Nice.
Yeah,
so much history.
Yeah.
That is so tight. I need to get up on my history in Alabama.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah.
No, yeah, because I have my cousin lives in.
Because Birmingham is home, and that's where my mother raised us all. But my uncle and aunt, they moved to Huntsville, and they bought just like you see those 18-wheel trailers. That's how we started the station.
Oh
on the
yeah,
trailer.
that's how it is in Millport. Then my auntie used to stay in one. So I know exactly what you're talking about.
But no, this is a trailer truck. You know the trailer truck?
Oh, like an actual truck.
Yeah, like you can haul your groceries.
Oh,
them big long truck. That's how we started our business, in a trailer.
Oh, shoot.
Painted it pink.
Oh, okay.
And it was called We Up, Are You?
We Up, Are You? Okay, I like that though. That slogan works.
Yeah.
All right, so how long have you been doing this here?
Here in Las Vegas, since she's DJ Bad Girl, I had my own program, Nights Over Las Vegas, because I came here, and I came in the same time Howard Stern started on satellite. And then I saw the internet being popular, so I saw a station named KLAV, which was streaming. At that time, nobody was they still into AM and FM. And I said I would take that show, and I went in and I was working with these corporate people, and then the lady offered me a show, and she said, no, I went to buy them a show. And she said, it'll be this much. I said, wait a minute, if I pay you this much money, I can have my own show?
Yeah.
And she said, oh yeah, she didn't know what I said. I said, give me their check back, please. I'll be back in a minute. I went there, I quit that job, came back and bought, and 12 years later, here it is.
Period. See what you do when you follow your dreams?
Yeah.
You're not scared?
No, you got to take a chance.
Thing, though. Yes, knowing
you can tell you're winning when something said, don't do that. That's when you need to stay focused and, okay, now how do I do this?
Right, okay.
So I met her, and she was calling one day for was looking to do want to know what KLAV was, and I was sales manager at the time. And then that's when I met her, and then I couldn't believe when she was talking, and I said, well, why don't you try, come be guests on my show, just like we were. And it went from there, and she started doing the Party Zone with me, and next thing I know, I had an opportunity to run a television network here, and she opened up that 223, and that's what I'd be a part. This is my blood. That was a no-brainer to me.
Right, of course. Why not?
Yeah.
That's so dope.
Awesome where it is today.
Yeah,
it's way before its time. Trust me.
That's so dope. Let's talk about your show a little bit, Nights Over Las Vegas.
Yeah.
So what is that about? What do you do with that? Like, how does that work?
Well, I got that when I first came to Las Vegas. Me and a guy from London was on the plane, and you know how the planes land in Las Vegas?
Yeah.
It actually looked like it's landing on the Strip sometimes. So, and I just looked over and said, if I ever had a show, I called it Nights Over Las Vegas. Never dreamed I would have a radio show, because I told you I was going to work for this big corporate company. That's when houses in this town were selling like crazy.
Yeah.
And so when I did get the opportunity, I called it Nights Over Las Vegas, and that right there, I wanted something general. And the reason I call it that, because the punchline is playing music everybody knows.
Okay.
So I'm not just limited to R&B, pop, 80 rock. Music is so diverse.
Yes.
And I was thinking about it, but only today, because of Takeover 223 Takeover Vegas Radio, am I able to make that come true.
Nice.
Because I was looking at my stats in London, Australia, Philippines, and other countries that listen online, and not counting the U.S. It's amazing. That's a dream for me to come true every day I'm on the radio, because I'm saying I wanted to be a international DJ. And so what's number one in England I can play, and it's not offensive. And the God-given talent gotta be, do you blend it right? You go from Smokey to somebody that has to make some sense. And the theme carries that. Because when I was listening to the show the other day, I was, rock, country and all, because music, you and I could be riding in a car, and one song could come on that could bring back a powerful memory to you, and the next song could bring one to me. That's why I don't announce the name of the record. I never say, oh, that was so-and-so, that was so-and-so. Either like, oh yeah, that makes you feel good, because that song could be depressing to you.
True.
You know what I mean? Or it could be good. So those are things from experience I learned, but if you just let the music play, and people will turn on. They may not like that song, but they say, oh, let me hear the next song.
Just in case, let me move on, still listen to the show. Okay, so what is one of your most memorable episodes?
Probably, I get asked that a lot, and it's probably going to be the same one. I did a Mother's Day show, and I was able to play really what I call soul music. And combine it in those 2 hours to bring it right up to date, where even Beyonce and what is his name, Tupac, all of them sing something about moms. You know what I mean?
Nice,
And I started back with the staple singers and stuff like that for those in the older crowd, and it went all the way up to the Spinners, to the, I always love my mama, by the intruder, all the way up to Tupac singing "Mama, I Love You." I don't know if you heard that before,
Dear Mama.
Yeah, Dear Mama. And so that was a show memorable for me, because I was able to do that same format I was saying, just play it. But it reached so many, and it was memorable for a lot of people.
What's one of your worst shows? Or that you feel was just like it didn't go right, it wasn't what you thought?
Oh my God, that should be pretty easy. I was testing out, which was a challenge, trying to mix blues and country. I'm gonna pull it off one day, but they're the same genre of thought. Country western, it's got the hardcore audience, and they sing, they have their drinks, and they enjoy themselves. Blues does the same thing for black people. It tells our pain and our anger. B.B. King and all that. Where Johnny Cash and them talk about the gun, B.B. King and them talk about, man, I just been long, and I'll play the blues for you. You know what I mean? But both of them are powerful. So that was a challenge I tried to do. I'll get it. I will get it.
So you coming from a different generation, what's your take on hip hop music or music in general and how it's changed?
I like hip hop first of all because it's a way of an expression. It's now more explicit than what they do because if I go back like to this, even when I do my program, if you go back to the, back when the hippity hop and all the guys just started out of New York. New York is primarily where all this originated from anyway.
True.
And then eventually it evolved to the LA type of rap. And then, but I like hip hop culture is that culture. And to me, it's no different than when we had Naughty by Nature them. They were doing the same thing back in the Martin Luther King era, talking about we got the Bible, fight the power and all that stuff. Where today you got artists is talking about what's going on today with, the on my knees, standing on my neck and, getting shot. So they both doing it, but they doing it to the culture's way of doing it now. Here everybody's expressing there. It was the music and the licks, but it told the same thing.
Okay. Do you prefer old school hip hop over new hip hop?
I do, only because then it was more pure. It wasn't so much
like
techno cutting and blending in, and I appreciate what they do, but a little bit of James and something else in the mix. But back in the day, if you was listening to somebody sing about the streets of New York or Naughty by Nature, that was a Public Enemy. You was listening to what was going on in that time. It was no beats and no little samples and stuff. I got nothing against that, but then if you heard them talking about within the street, that's what was happening.
That's what I was telling my dad. I was like, I feel like new school, they don't do their original beats. Everything is sampled.
It's sampled.
And it's crazy because you think
very
it's original
hard
until you go back and listen to an old school radio.
And they got a little bit of original.
It's
very disappointing.
Yeah. I was like, y'all not original no more. Like y'all
because I did a show where I played something like James Brown, telling you to think. Because if you go back, those same Revolution songs told a message. Say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. Back in the day, people that you all would laugh at, but back in the day, that were radio DJs. We got to lose our jobs if you played that, if you worked for a white station.
Oh, shoot.
You know what I'm saying? And where today you look at it, sound like a joke. It's Your Thing by Johnny Taylor. I know I'm dating a lot of y'all, but that was a song that could get you fired. It was the religious and the black community didn't like because it was too sexual. Which today it sounds like a joke. But I just thought I'd let you know, those things. And it's been beautiful to be evolved to live in this generation. Like I tell Imani now and DJ Bad Girl, when I come in, I appreciate the vision she has. The reason I'm supported because she's right there. But the secret today, do it with a team. Don't play Lone Ranger. If you got somebody on your team, let them do what they need to do. And you'll have a success. Because if you try to do it yourself, you can't today. It's just like those songs. Everybody's sampling. And real people get down and go like, you didn't really pull that off.
So who do you see as the greatest entertainer of this generation and of your generation?
Well, obviously everybody's gonna laugh, but I like Smokey Robinson. He and I good friends. But
so
I hear. But he's written. Well, he's written so much music. People don't know when you think about Motown.
Smokey Robinson and Berry Gordy. Those are two people you think of.
Today, I still have to give it to Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Thank you. No, that's great because I've been trying to tell these people. I'm sorry.
Awesome.
I got excited.
No. I'm just glad that you see that I know my music.
No, I'm so excited because people are like, oh no, not Jay. Like they still go back on Tupac, or they go back on R. Kelly or something. I'm just like, no, Jay-Z, like the staple.
I like her new song she got out now, If I Was a Man. Have you heard that?
You're talking about Beyonce, If I Were a Boy?
If I Was a Boy, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
But it's just the fact that they can write the content. But they would be the two I would pick. And obviously you can tell from the rewards, but they write, you go back, to be in this industry and to stay there, you have to be good at your game.
Definitely.
Because this is what we call your culture, and today's culture is what I call instant generation. You may be hot today, and then all of a sudden you gone.
No one cares.
One hit wonders.
Right. Yes. And there's a
Back,
lot of
and
them.
I grew up. The Temptation made a song, or Smokey made a song,
Yeah.
or whoever made one. Then you waiting on the next couple of months to hear the next one.
Right.
Here you hear one artist, you never hear them no more.
And usually they sample from that, and then you'll never know until you hear it on the radio. You're like, what? So that's so funny. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and push into the what I call it the game section.
Okay.
So we're gonna play a game of Would You Rather, and I'm not sure of your talents, your hidden talents, but would you rather have the ability to sing or dance?
Sing.
Sing. To serenade.
Because I know at least I can take a couple of drinks and karaoke and do good. But dancing, nah.
No.
I'll let people think.
Oh, you
I'll take singing.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get a little personal with you, get your business a little bit. Are you single?
Yes, I am.
Are you dating?
Not at the moment. Yeah.
Are you planning on it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, everybody
just
does.
chilling and vibing right now?
No, I have friends, so
okay.
I have friends. I got friends, yeah.
Friends.
So I don't know how to answer that.
I got friends.
Yeah. I'm good.
Okay. What do you like in a woman? What do you like in a woman?
Honestly, I know it sounds cliche, but I do admire strong women.
Okay.
Women that know what they want and all they want is support. Because men, we've been used to that.
Yeah.
We used to doing our thing, and in the background, there's a woman always supporting.
Yeah.
When a woman, and for a hard time, you see a lot of strong women, but they don't have someone who can manage because they may feel intimidated.
Oh,
and men need to get beyond that and support. They'd be surprised what they get.
Oh, period. Okay. Are you usually the one to make the first move?
No.
What? So they gotta address you? They gotta come talk to you? Women?
I think that comes from the lifestyle that I have. Being in, I don't want to seem like, he think he can get everybody. So I just rather just lay back and someone come in. I think at least they real. You know what I mean?
I love that. What? Just chill back and be like, whatever. That's kind of dope. So what are some of your requirements for a relationship?
Loyalty is number one.
Period.
Being truly respectable of my craft.
Okay.
Because if I got to choose between it and you, you've already put yourself in a bad position because I'm not going to do that.
Oh, okay.
Because I know where I want to go in my trip, but I don't know where we want to go because we totally two different people.
Okay.
And it's a sacrifice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Do you believe in love at first sight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I married someone that way. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
She passed away, but yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
When you said that, yeah.
So,
it's real.
Who are some of your celebrity crushes?
Halle Berry.
Period.
Is number one.
Okay.
Nikita. She's an Asian actor.
I was gonna say who? I love that name.
Yeah, but
Nikita.
you probably seen a show on television, but
okay.
yeah. And I'm more international.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a lot of international movies. So
Huh?
I don't know. So I haven't seen a lot of international movies, so I can't tell you that. What are some of your turn-ons with a woman?
What's my turn on?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody that flirts. Where you at?
That's it. That's it. I'm good.
You know what I mean?
No pretty feet, hands done.
Well, I'm laughing because it's true, but I never thought of it that way. But, well, it's like my buddies teach me. I like women. I like tiny women. I don't know why. maybe
because they're
big.
cute and petite. That's so cute.
Yeah, well.
Because little women, I was just talking to Cray about that. That's so funny. Okay, so what are some ways that you would keep it spicy in the bedroom?
That'd be easy. What are some ways? You say one way or one?
Some ways, one way,
way.
whichever, however many.
Always have fun. Be open.
Okay. Exactly. Dressing up and all that.
Ask what you want.
Mm-hmm.
That'll take the guesswork out. Because that's 90% of the problem.
Man.
Everybody think they doing what they want, but nobody's getting what they want. Just ask.
Yeah.
Have a drink and go for it.
Okay. Have a drink and go for it. Jim dropped, okay?
Yeah.
All right,
that's
so
true.
We're moving on to the segment where we take a shot and you ask me a question. So I just have the Jack Honey. And I don't know how you feel about that. But
that's something Jack. That's up in Tennessee. They usually
Jack
one of my
Honey
big sponsors. Right? They're around Huntsville.
Right, exactly.
you say you do. That's what I'm saying.
So we have our COVID-free shots here. So we're gonna give the COVID-free shot glass.
Oh, I love that. What you COVID-free? Knock out COVID.
Right. No. I try to keep it. You keep it and go. I have a whole 24 pack. I was gonna bring my own shot glasses, but then I was like, I think it'd be better if I bought plastic ones.
Yeah.
Just for everybody to share.
That'd be pretty good. That's interesting. So you've been up in the Tennessee area, huh?
I've been.
Isn't it funny how Nashville changed? They used to be country west, now it's like a little Vegas.
Yes. In Nashville, I've never been there, but I heard it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I want to go.
Only 45 minutes from where you were.
From Tuscaloosa?
No, from Jackson, Daniel.
Oh, from here, from Tennessee.
Yeah.
From Gatlinburg. I've only been to Gatlinburg, so we went camping up there.
Yeah.
And so much fun. It's so pretty.
And your show.
Thank you.
And to the world.
Yes, to you guys as well. It's good, right?
Yeah, it is.
Got any questions ready for me?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
What do you like when you just interview different people of different genders and their background?
Oh.
How does it make you feel at the end of your show?
I really like the conversation. I kind of learn something from people every time, and most people sometimes they have the same kind of story. So it's like, oh, how did you first start? It's always a family member or a cousin or a friend or somebody that kind of pushed them to where they had to go. I've had only 2 business owners on my show, and their stories were kind of similar too, where it was like their motivation was the criticism they got from people or something like that. So what I really like is just to be able to talk to them, learn something about them, and kind of afterwards the friendship I build. Like I'm still friends with about 90% everybody from my show. There's like maybe 1 or 2 people I don't talk to, but it's mostly because we aren't on the same vibe. Great people, great guests, but if we were to see each other like at school or something, we wouldn't be in the same crew. So that's what I really like about my show.
Question.
Yes.
Politically.
Oh, okay.
It's not about who's voting and all that, but in today's culture, as a black woman, how do you feel about the choices black women make, whether they're Republican or Democrat? Does it matter to you? Or do you hate one or the other?
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you. A long time ago, somebody told me, because you're black, you need to be a Democrat. And because Democrats have the right to vote or something, or they believe in voting, and Republicans don't. So I always thought, okay, but then watching Fresh Prince, Carlton was like, no, Republican, right? So I never like put myself too much into it, but the more I grew up, the more I realized it's either party for us. Does it even really matter at this point? I am not into politics whatsoever, but I do believe that voting, I used to believe that voting didn't matter, but now I kind of do, because I feel like now that we're all on this wave of voting, maybe they'll listen to us now. As a black woman, I feel like they still don't really give a shit.
Good.
But I feel like our voting or our voice matters more.
I appreciate that, because coming from Birmingham, Alabama, Selma, where all the things happen, and your answer was exquisite. What my reason I asked that question, because I don't want not only mean world, but I just don't want our culture to turn against each other, because every other culture can pick, and we pick one side and hate each other.
Right.
And at the end of the day, neither one of them really doing anything for us, so we need to get over that and focus. If so-and-so over here, they can find out a little bit, and if you're over on this side, you can find out a little bit, but we don't need to tear each other down. I see too much of that in and I think your answer for not knowing was perfect, because that's what's wrong with the generation. When you said, well, when I did some research, I found out this.
Yeah.
That's what they need to find out. Because it's nice to know, but it's good to be very strong in your opinion, because the system sets us up to do that. And we need to get over that.
Definitely. And that's
our culture.
Yes.
Because other people are replacing us.
The only thing I do believe in is voting for the Congress.
Oh, yeah.
So the Congress is the people that do every
to make
fucking
the thing.
Exactly. The president's not going to matter. Even with Barack Obama, and I love him to death, but even voting for him, it didn't change much for us in the citizen
And that's not a thing to be ashamed of.
Right.
I found a lot of people, well, I vote for him. I said, I voted strictly because I never thought I'd see someone look like me be president. So that was a given.
Exactly, right.
Now, whether he did all the right things or not, come on, give yourself a break.
Exactly.
It's a system. They got a whole system.
Exactly, designed.
But to get him in, fine.
It's already designed
But
out.
just to say we supposed to vote and then turn around and get nothing. I said our culture must not. Because right now I see the system saying, the reason I asked you that question is because now you're hearing the Democrat, black women, and the black man is voting Republican, and we can't let them tear up our culture and family no more. Okay. So what? Good. They vote. Good. I support my woman. Go ahead and vote who you want. You vote who you want. We can't let the system.
I
hope this gets out to the world. Just my opinion, darling.
Great.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
I've never been asked a political question before.
Oh.
And I don't indulge in politics.
And this is not even about politics. That's why I don't call, not calling one left or right. I don't care. I was talking about our culture, especially with women of color in power. Everybody using. But when I look at TV, I'm going like, where are we at? Black Lives Matter, but all the fighting is, wait, what's going on here?
Exactly. Okay.
We got to wake up. And especially the generation that your show and information is catered to.
And it's more than
read
going
between
out there
the lines.
Picketing. It's more than going out there and fighting. You guys.
And one lady slipped up and said, "Oh, I just got paid because I had to be there." See that ain't right. That you're hurting too many.
Exactly.
Because our black moms have done a lot, and the black moms are women like yourselves and others today. But I said, "Oh, here they go again." Because in the civil rights movement was, I grew up, and then you had, welfare came along. We thought it was great one way, but the only way the black woman could get it, because you had to what? Let the man get out of the house. If a man was in the house, you wouldn't give the woman the money. The system can't do that this time. Stop saying black men are Republican, and then they go, fight them, not us.
Right. Let's all get together. That is great. Look, you dropped some gems for us right now, and I hope everybody is taking heed to what Commander is saying. Do you have any advice for anybody trying to jump into this radio world?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I will tell what I've told everybody. I even told Imani, DJ Bad Girl. The reason I keep saying that because I want to recognize her as a woman, period. In a dominant male's business and media. Media is powerful.
Oh, yeah.
You got that show. There's not anyone else doing that. We got a chance to say things just like we did. Take advantage of it. Don't let nobody tell you, oh, the picture wasn't right and all that. The technical stuff, 34. What's number one is I can say something and I control my thought.
Okay.
Because the better you get, the more they want to close you down. That's why I tell people, own what you're doing.
Yes. You know,
that's my advice.
I always think of, you ever seen Scandal?
Yes, I do.
Okay, Scandal, my favorite.
I love her.
Yes, Olivia Pope.
Oh, yeah. That would have been my other choice.
Oh yeah. What is her real name? I don't know, but Olivia Pope. The only thing, not only thing, but the one thing I took from that I always say, even to my kids, is that you have to be you have to be 2 times as good, dang it, I messed it up. Hold on. He says you have to do double the work to be half as good or something like that.
That's true.
Yeah,
we could tell that all the time.
I was like, it was a different way he worded it, but y'all know what I'm saying. And that, to me, that stuck to me when it's like we won't get the same opportunity.
Because like the program, I'm pretty sure you run across people who will say, "Oh, what are y'all talking about?"
Yeah.
Real people with power are saying, "Wow, she got media. She can make something happen." The other end is everybody should appreciate what you're doing because you're doing something you may think everybody doing, but when you do the breakdown, it's not a whole lot of us. Not a lot of commanders, not a lot of, there is no FM radio station. They are podcasts. People got their own little things that broadcast. No, she has a radio team.
Yeah, true. Which is amazing.
And I myself been trying to tell people, you want to get your voice out, you got your thought. You got to go with today's. And lastly, for 223 Takeover Vegas Radio, I want to say that I'm glad that I live to be a part of something that when I'm on, the whole planet can hear if they have access to the device.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with FM and AM no more. They're like, I tell you, some of my FM friends, I say, well, you know, y'all used to laugh at me with AM. Now you all, I'm on the internet, and you all on the in Vegas.
Right.
I can talk to someone in anywhere in the world.
Yeah, the internet is so
literally
much better.
And the delivery system, go home in 2 hours, I'm through. 15,000 people is 15,000 people regardless of where you go.
Right.
So just because people say, well, you know, in Vegas, y'all don't have 15,000. I'm going like, what are you talking about?
Right.
We got 15,000 people. If they all go buy some bread somewhere, it's the same pennies you spent.
Yep.
And that's how you get sponsors for your show.
How do you deal with criticism? I know this wasn't part of my question, but how do you deal with that?
Well, as you heard professionals and you heard people who are hurting.
Yeah.
You got to have tough skin and let it roll off.
True.
And pray.
Okay.
Because you can't get into it. You have to know what you want. Be focused. Like you know you had to do your share today, what you go through. And remember, criticism only comes when you're doing good. Always remember that when your weakest period.
Okay, right.
When you're weak, I must be doing something right.
Nice.
You don't criticize someone wrong, good.
That's true. Okay, look. So we're running a little over time.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry about that.
You're fine. Yeah. I love all of what you just said. That political question really took me for a loop, but I love it. Because it's something informative somebody can take from. If they don't take anything else, they can take that. So as our black women and black people, listen, all that stuff, focus. So anywho, thank you so much, Commander, for coming through to the show.
I love your show.
Thank you.
And always support it.
Yes, 22.3 Takeover Vegas Radio, DJ Bad Girl, and the Vegas team. Love you guys so much. And we'll catch you guys next weekend. Open book.